Hello everyone, my name is Devil Twin, and I will be honest, this video contains a lot of sensitive topics, such as depression, suicidal intent, so on and so forth. So if you are sensitive to those topics, I understand if you do not want to watch this video, but it's mostly going to be me talking about my experience. So, on a sad note slash confession, not only do I suffer from anxiety, but I suffer from suicidal depression. And I'm told that there's really no cure for that. Just the fascination of death and, well, the darker views of things. However, there's a brighter side to it. I'm very empathetic, I'm very understanding, especially in situations that I don't understand or haven't experienced myself. And I'm gonna say my little story. I was a little girl, and everyone would say my life was very blessed. I had a family that was very supportive, and in all honesty, the worst that happened in the household was families going through addictions and having fights in the house all the time, specifically at night, which could explain my anxiety. And at first, a lot of people, whenever I expressed these feelings, they would say, oh, it's a phase, or they would say, you'll go through it, it's okay, we're here. And yeah, middle school, everyone went through the my life is worse than yours phase. For some reason, it was always a competition, and I didn't want to be part of that pissing match. So, moving on, I just sucked it up. From 5th grade was my first attempt, and in all honesty, my best friend to the very end, he was there for me at that time because I didn't feel like what was the purpose in my life. And then, many years later, I actually didn't seek medical help until 2020. Yes, the COVID era. And literally, COVID was not my problem. When I was having issues with the family, like we would be getting nonstop fights, and I was the problem. One day, we had this huge dispute on a very emotional and personal subject, and I walked off, and that's when I realized my chest was hurting. It felt like stabbing needles, and I was physically shaking, and this was in the middle of summer. I felt cold as if I was in December. So I talked to my sister, Forsaken Unicorn, and I handed her the phone and said, I need help. Which, in all honesty, if you too are going through these things, that is the biggest and bravest step first. Saying, I need help. Because not everyone is willing to say that. Because of either they're proud, they're embarrassed, and to me, my issue was I didn't think it was important. And that's when the whole train of battling against this depression happened. I talked to my first therapist. She was amazing. She was very empathetic, and we figured out my diagnosis, and that was a train wreck, because I had to have her help me talk to my sister about what I was dealing with. Yeah, I cried. I full out cried, which I'm telling you now, it's okay to cry. And that's what the title of the video is. It's okay. Because eventually, I got a case manager, and she helped me push in a direction where I can be more verbal and understanding. Like if I'm saying something that doesn't make sense, or if I say something that's very offensive. And we actually tried balancing purposes in life. And the reason of this video is sometimes I will have to take a break, where literally you will not see me for a few days. And no, it's not because I've given up or quit. It's just because me, like many others, is battling this situation. Which is what I want to bring up. One thing I was told by my neurologist, the doctor that is prescribing me things to help balance my mood swings and maintaining my insanity, she came up to me and literally said I was a breath of fresh air, because there are many people who come in who don't want change, who doesn't want to go through the dramatical change, or just saying basic I statements was a challenge for me. And I can understand that. And that's why the main purpose of the video is saying it's okay. It's okay to go get help. It's okay to be expressionate. And it's okay to have problems. Like, I'm told I'm gonna deal with this for the rest of my life. And there's really no changing that. And, well, it's a very sour subject. I get these episodes, and, well, a lot of people say there's nothing you could do about it, but I try to say there is something you can do about it. You can look at it and say, hey, I'm taking control of my life. You're not going to do this to me. Sometimes the horse flings you off and you get back on. That's the best expression I can put it. But yeah, if you are going through these situations, such as suicidal thoughts or hallucinations, or even if you feel a massive, deep sadness, give someone a call. Ask if you can talk, or there are many crisis lines available, and you just have to be a little patient, because they're dealing with people who maybe aren't as patient. But if you just hold on a little longer, someone will talk to you. And saying I need help is really the first biggest step you can do. So, in all honesty, you are brave. If you are dealing with this, you are strong if you live with this. And that's what I want to say, is that you are amazing. God loves you. And understand that there's always someone there for you, even though you may not see it. The people that I work with are very, very caring. And even when sometimes they're a little mean, they're just pushing me to the fullest of my intent that I can handle. And I'm saying this because I know you can too. So, have a wonderful day. Love you all. Be safe.